Welcome guys to the second upload of today. This is going to be the BPL transfer budget in career mode for FIFA 15. If you guys did miss the first episode of my Barcelona career mode, go check out the channel page. There will also be a link in the description. And let's get into the BPL transfer budgets for each team. So Arsenal, they got a 25.5 million transfer budget with 2.2 million weekly wages, and that is one of the highest in the Premier League. So getting into the next team in the Premier League, Aston Villa, they got a 10 million transfer budget with just under 1 million weekly wages, 897,000 weekly wages. That's probably one of the lowest teams in the Premier League, but getting into like the lowest, I think it's Burnley with 6.5 million transfer budget with only 337.5 weekly wages. A very, very poor team. And a team, if you were to start a career mode with, you're going to have to look at youth or players with just low transfers, so you ain't going to get those big players obviously. But with Chelsea, they got 46.5 million in the transfer budget and 2.5 weekly wages. Obviously Chelsea, a rich team, and obviously they have quality. Look at their starting 11, it's absolutely quality, and you can still also bring in those players which you believe could actually benefit the side. But Crystal Palace, they got 7.5 million in the transfer budget and 647.5 thousand in the weekly wages. Not the strongest of teams in the Premier League. They're probably a mid-table side, and you're obviously going to have to still look at those young players or players with low transfer value if you were to bring them into the team. Everton, the career mode, which I will be starting tomorrow, they got 12 million in the transfer budget and 1.5 in the weekly wages. A very good team with a lot of potential, I believe. You can also fix up their team, and they already have some quality players in their side also. But we're getting into the next team in the Premier League for this transfer budget, and it is Hull City. They've got an 8.5 million transfer budget with only 563 weekly wages. Not bad side there. Hull City are rated 3.5 stars, and that'll be a good team to do a career mode with. Obviously Conflict is doing one on YouTube at the moment, but Hull City, they'll be a nice team to do a career mode with. Bring them up. They do have some not bad transfer budget. You could actually buy a couple of players with 8.5 million. But Leicester City, a newly promoted side, they got 8 million in their transfer budget with only 361,000 in the weekly wages. Their weekly wages is a bit low. Their transfer budget is not bad for a newly promoted side. They're rated 3.5 stars, same as Hull City, who were actually in the Premier League last season. But Liverpool, one of the big teams in the Premier League, 34 million in the transfer budget and 2.2 on the weekly wages. Not bad. Obviously they got a strong side, sold Luis Suarez, so you could actually bring in another striker. Probably that's what I will recommend. Try and back up Sturridge in the striker position. They're actually only rated 4.5 stars, not the 5 stars. I thought they would have been rated the 5 stars, but the 5-star team, Manchester City, I think they're the richest team here in this transfer budget video. 68 mil and 3 million in the weekly wages. You could absolutely build a dream team with the Manchester City finances. Absolutely insane. If you guys just want to start a career mode just to have fun like I have with my Barcelona career mode, go for Manchester City. They already have a good side, and you've got so much money to spend also to bring in those players which you believe should come in. Manchester United, 33 million in the transfer budget and 2.4 on the weekly wages. 5-star rated team, not bad. Obviously they've got Falcao now. Their defense is a bit poor. You could maybe spend the 33 million on a defensive player. Obviously Phil Jones and Evans, the two centre backs, with Rojo also if you were playing that 5 at the back. Probably not the best partnership. Newcastle, the 4-star rated team, 14.5 in the transfer budget with 1.238.5 on the weekly wages. A not bad team to do a career mode with, to be honest. They're probably a mid-table team. 14.5 million, you're probably looking to bring in a striker. Getting into the next team, the newly promoted QPR, 8.5 on the transfer budget with 842.5 thousand on the weekly wages. A 4-star rated team, 77 attack, 74 midfield, 74 defense. They obviously play 5 at the back on the default formation. Not bad team to do a career mode with. A team which probably I won't be doing a career mode with at all on FIFA 15. But Southampton, a very interesting team. They did sell a lot of players to Liverpool during this transfer window. They've lost a lot of players. 4-star rating, 9.5 thousand on the transfer budget, and 794.5 on the weekly wages. A good team. Obviously, as I said, they've sold a lot of players, but you could also bring in a lot of players with that 9.5 transfer budget. I thought they would have a bit more on the transfer budget, but the Spurs, 4.5-star rating, 22 mil on the transfer budget with 1.8 mil on the weekly wages. You could buy a lot of players with that transfer budget, and you can also bring in a lot of youth players. I believe they need a bit more youth, are the Spurs, but that's a not bad team, a not bad starting 11. Do you guys agree with me? Make sure you drop it down in the comment section down below. The next team, Stoke City, 4-star rated team, 13.5 transfer budget with 993.750 on the weekly wages. Not bad weekly wages, and the transfer budget is actually alright for Stoke City, so you could actually make a few signings. Sunderland, they got 13.5 million on the transfer budget with 748,000 under the weekly wages. They're only 3.5 stars, so you will need probably the takeover if you were looking to finish them in the top half of the table. That is Sunderland. Next team, Swansea City, 8 mil on the transfer budget with 800,000 weekly wages. That is not bad for Swansea. That'll be a really fun team to use in career mode, I believe. They've got not bad transfer budget, actually one of the lowest, I think, but their team is not bad. I'm surprised with their weekly wages. I thought it would have been a bit lower, but they got Sigurdsson, they got Boney, they got Dyer, and they're actually a not bad team. West Brom is the next team in this BPL transfer budgets video. 8 million under the transfer budget with 805,000 under the weekly wages. Next team, West Ham, they got 9.5 mil under the transfer budget and 794,000 on the weekly wage. So that is actually going to be the last team we cover here on the BPL transfer budgets. We've covered all the teams in the Premier League. This is a sort of a different video from me. Obviously, I am the home of career mode, so if you guys could smash a like on the video, can we smash 100 likes? Leave your comments down below. Which team from the BPL do you think you'll start a career mode with on FIFA 15? If you guys have missed any of the previous videos on my channel, go check out the channel page. There'll be 2 to 3 videos every single day from me during the start of FIFA 15. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and I'll see you all next time.